10 tips to lose weight while sitting at a desk for 8 hours. Well, if that's something that you're interested in, I am going to give you 10 fabulous tips and you'll be surprised how well they work. I'm going to share with you tips, tricks and secrets that the thin person already knows and is using. Hi, I'm Shirley from shirleywellness.com and I help women lose weight and free themselves from emotional eating permanently. By the way, if you stay with me to the end of this video, I will share with you my guide to stopping cravings, a very useful guide for anybody wanting to lose weight, and I will share with you that at the end of the video. Tip number 1, never grab anything from the vending machine. And this is because the vending machine usually has a lot of unhealthy snacks in there. It has diet sodas, it has potato chips, it has lots of sweets and candy and chocolate. So yeah, I think I'm hearing you saying, well, they do have healthy things in there too, and they probably do, but having an apple or a piece of fruit right next to a chocolate bar, it's so tempting. So think about not going there at all, and think about how you can pre-plan your meals in advance so you're not going to the vending machine several times a day or even once a day. Once a day is too much to go to the vending machine. So have your snacks pre-prepared and bring them with you every day to your office or workplace. So tip number 2, avoid drinking diet sodas. Well, diet sodas, you think, well, they are better than regular sodas. Well, they are kind of, because they've got a lot less calories, obviously, and some have 0 calories, but they are full of chemicals, and chemicals aren't very good for your body. So there is some evidence that suggests that diet sodas actually make you more hungry. So it results in an increase in calorie consumption. So just watch out. Why don't you replace that with water? Simple, isn't it? Just have water. It hasn't got that extra zing. I know you could have sparkling water. You could put a slice of lemon in there. But you need to get away from those unhealthy drinks. Tip number 3, use the stairs instead of the elevator or lift. So it's so easy to get in the lift instead of using the stairs because it's quicker, it's faster, but actually it's no good for you. You really need to think about how you can increase your activity levels during the day. So using the stairs is a quick win. A bonus tip, after work, why don't you start to increase your activity levels after work, especially if you've been sitting at home all day, sitting at work all day. Really do think about in the evenings when you get home to start doing some activity which keeps you moving. So this could be walking the dog if you've got a dog, it could be going to the gym, it could be taking exercise classes, or it could just be watching a YouTube video, whatever it is. And a YouTube exercise video, must get that bit in there. Whatever it is, it's just the extra exercise and activity that gets your body moving, especially if you've been in the office or workplace all day sitting down. Also think about, have you got any time in the morning to actually put some extra activity in? Maybe a yoga class in the morning, a Pilates or whatever exercise that you're into. Doing something in the morning before you go to work would be really good for you as well. Tip number 4, don't send an email when you can get up and talk to your colleague instead. It's much better to get up and have a chat with somebody because, one, it's an excuse for you to actually get up out of your chair, but also that interaction with your with your colleagues on a daily basis is really good as well. And this all adds, of course, to you getting up and doing something. Set your timer for every 20 minutes to actually get up, because we all need to think about how we can move more when you are limited and your job does involve sitting at a desk all day. So we really need to be thinking about how we can put in that extra movement every day. The advantage with getting up and moving, it really does help our digestion and help us digest the sugars and fats that we've eaten. So if we're sitting all day and we've just had our lunch and we're then sitting, we're not actually fully digesting those fats and sugars, and that can result in fat being stored in your body, which is something we don't want, especially when we're losing weight. Step 5, stand up and make a phone call. It's an easy win, isn't it? Standing up to making a phone call, just an excuse to get up out of your chair. And know that if you're in a shared office, it's not going to be always appropriate, but think about it. If you're standing up every time you have to make a phone call, it is another excuse. It's a great excuse to get up and just move your body. And it all helps, of course. And there is research to say that if you're standing up, you're more confident, you can express yourself better, and you have a better conversational tone on the phone. So that's all extra research that's being done about standing up and making phone calls, especially apparently sales phone calls. Tip 6, allow yourself to stand up and do some stretching. It's really easy to do, just some forward and backward stretches to the side, either side, lifting your knees up, that kind of thing. So just think about doing some stretches and standing up. But also a lot of research has been carried out into doing low level fidgeting. So what I mean about that is tapping your fingers consistently on a desk, or moving your legs up and down, or even just hopping up occasionally to do something, rather than just sitting steadily in that seated position all day. So apparently you can dodge the health risks associated with sitting all day if you're just doing that low level fidgeting. So think about that as well. Tip number 7, drinking more water can really help with your weight loss. And you know, sometimes when we feel that we're hungry, we're not actually hungry, we're actually thirsty. So think about when you're next hungry, have a glass of water and drink that before you eat anything, and that will really help you in getting you feeling fuller. So maybe you won't want that snack, or you won't eat as much lunch or dinner, but having a glass of water really does fill you up, and it might be just enough that actually you don't feel hungry anymore. So give it a try. Tip number 8, create a food journal. So this could be an app on your phone, it could be a pen and paper, it could be a little book that you're using, but use a food journal to write down everything that you eat and drink. It really does make a difference, and at the end of the day you can have a look through and think, I've eaten a lot of this or the other today, and I'm going to try my best tomorrow not to eat that. So there is a pitfall though you can fall into if you're not really careful, and that is you actually forget to write down what you've eaten. So somebody might offer you a piece of cake, or it might offer you some candy or sweets, and you might think, oh, I'll have one of those, and completely forget that you've eaten it. And yes, that does happen because we do a lot of eating automatically. So having a food journal and writing it down, maybe at lunchtime, recording what you've eaten at lunchtime, but also at the end of the day. And so if you record twice a day, or maybe more, 3 times a day, you're less likely to forget. And absolutely, you must record absolutely everything that you're eating and drinking. And then you're going to have more of a better picture of what you've been eating and how you can cut back. As promised, I'm going to leave you a link in the description below about how you can get my free guide into stopping cravings. Tip number 9. Take a real lunch break at lunchtime, and that means getting up from your seat, going for a walk, and if possible, going outside to get some fresh air. Just that change of scenery helps you focus better in the afternoon, and it makes you feel so much better, not just for your mental health, but for your physical health as well. And use some calories as well, so that'd be good for your weight loss. But there is research out there that says that you get better job satisfaction and increased productivity by actually going for a walk and taking a proper lunch break. So make that something that you do every day. Tip number 10. Try doing some exercise actually while you're sitting down. There's lots of YouTube videos for this. Exercise while sitting. Exercise while sitting. So it's a good idea to just research it, and there's lots of things that you can be doing while you're sitting down. Lots of videos out there that will give you some hints and tips about that. But a really good idea to do. And also, what I would like you to do is consider you getting maybe an ergonomic chair rather than the chair that you're sitting on. And this will place your spine in a better position, your legs in a better position, your head in a better position, and so therefore you're not going down too much, you're lifting yourself up slightly, and your computer's at the right level for you. So if possible, you could possibly even bring your own chair in, take your own chair into your workplace if that's possible. But yeah, if you're working from home, it's an ideal solution really, because it just helps your posture better, and that's all good for our health, remember, at the end of the day. One final tip before I go. I'd just like to tell you that why don't you think about getting an accountability partner? So this could be somebody that you already know. It could be a friend, family member. It could be somebody that is losing weight as well, and you're encouraging each other. So why don't you send a text every day, or now and again, if you don't want to do it every day, do it every week. And in the text, suggest healthy eating options, or what you've had. You can share what you've had for lunch today, which is a healthy option. And it's really good to spur each other on, especially if you're losing weight with somebody else. But yeah, a supportive family member or friend, etc., or even a work colleague that will support you by sending you a message really does help. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be releasing more videos like this, so if you like the content, that would be a great thing to do, and it would help me as well. So thank you for that. Other thing is, I'd just like to say that if you have any comments or suggestions that would help anybody out there that's looking at this video, please comment below, because I'd love to hear your tips as well. So if you've got any tips about sitting at work all day and trying to lose weight, please do share them in the comments. Thank you.